There's two things that grow in the human heart, and this is every human heart. Not one of us is exempt. One of them grows into a vengeful victim mentality that is devious. And the other one, it's not. And these two things, they're constantly growing every day. And every day a person must work on what they want. The crazy thing is about these two things that grow in the human heart. One of them will grow by itself. You don't have to do nothing. It's like default. It is just so animalistic. And that one, of course, you know, is of a devious, vengeful, victim mentality mindset. That has got to, the garden has got to be full. The garden in a person's heart has got to be full every day and managed every day, looked after every day, at least looked at every single day, if not worked in. Because if not, then things that's not wanted will grow there, guaranteed. And you know what's really weird? The thing that's really fascinating to me right now is the fact that a person can go so many years and years and years and years on end and not know that there's a difference and that there is a better way. The only thing they know is that nihilistic way of life. See, nihilistic is different, pessimistic and a negative attitude. See, a pessimistic and negative attitude, you can see it right away. But one that's nihilistic, it's devious, it hides. It hides. It's a backstabber. It's two-faced. It is of a vengeful victim mentality that is true deviousness. It is the roadblock to any real love. But the bad thing is in that garden, false virtues and a bunch of irrational lies, or not lies, but irrational pieces of the truth can grow and look like virtues, but virtues that don't bear fruit. And even if you tried to grow any virtues there, it won't work until it's grown up to a certain degree. Anyways, two mindsets coming out of the human heart. There's only two ways of the human heart. Only two. One is true, and the other one is true. But here's the difference. One is built on an honesty that goes deep enough to be an integrity. See, an integrity integrates all those shadows. The other one, here's one way of judging how you can tell which one's growing in your heart predominantly. And that is, are you hopeful about the future? Are you kind of excited in any way about the future, about each day when you wake up? That's how you know when you're in the right garden, when you are. But if you got the attitude of same shit, different day, or you're trying to pretend like you have a good attitude, just sucking it up, going through the motions, because you gotta, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta. See, that's a slavery. That's a slavery. It's a slave to that mindset. See, the other one, it'll see those things and it'll say the same thing. It'll be like, yes, I have to do this, I have to do that. These are my responsibilities. But it does not play vengeful, victim, devious mindset mentality. See the difference? They both speak the same way. Big difference of what's driving them. Anyways, it's a 5-minute talk. Trying to share these kind of things with being defeated in battle so far. As most families and most people, you're standing right in the middle of a lot of devious, vengeful, victim mentality people, if not in yourself, because that's what naturally grows in our heart. If you're not working on it, I guarantee it's growing there. And as long as people stay in the shallows and stay at surface level, just be shallow, no depth whatsoever to their conversations or their relationships, they can't see it. But if they start going to any depth, owie, them hurts start coming to the surface. And them hurts, instead of it being expressed as hurts, they come out expressed as hate. It's sickness. It is truly toxic. But what gets me is the fact that how we'll put stuff up on social media and everything about these narcissists and stuff like that and help people to play the victim mentality. See, it looks like it's helping the victims to get away from their narcissist, whether it was a narcissist man or woman or whatever, it doesn't matter. But without going into the underpinning of it, no. Anyways, so am I saying it's wrong? No. Am I saying I'm right and everyone's wrong? No. I'm just saying there's two things that grow in that heart that need to be tended to every single day. Every day. There is not a day off. There has got to be a consciousness of it every single day. Every day. So if you looked at yourself right now, you look at things going on, it doesn't matter if you have $100 million house and you're making $500 million a year or whatever. No, honestly, look at yourself. Look at the past 5 interactions you've had with people. Doesn't matter who it was, whether family or people who come in contact with your business or down the street or whatever. And think about it. It's like, well, those people, are they always in the shallow to where you can't get any depth? You can't go any deeper in the conversations. You can't go any deeper in nothing. It always has to be real superficial. And then in the superficial, there's like this weird joking of humor that is, it's hard to describe. It's kind of like a nihilistic joker. That's the only humor there. It's not of any wholesome laughter. Is that what you see? Is that what's coming from you? Man, it's unbelievable. Once you get to a point in life and you realize what you're fighting for, what you've been fighting for on a daily basis, it doesn't match the so-called success in life. Money, cars, houses. No, it's the success in the heart, success in the mind. Can you rise above the situations without being tangled up in the devious, victim, vengeful mentality? That's the question. Are you doing that every single day? Because it is so easy to get caught up, especially with family, friends. Because I guarantee you, the people that don't do it, those people, they will stab you in the back. They will be nihilistic behind your back. They will be hateful. They are nothing about growth and development. They're only about being a victim and only about being devious and only about being vengeful. So today, I ask myself, am I walking in true love that is of growth and development, that is of kindness? Or am I walking in a deviousness to where it's like, have the attitude of, oh, well, I'm going to be happy anyway, piss on it. Fuck it. See, there's those two. They're very similar. There's that jumping off place in a situation. See, the F it attitude, I'm going to be happy anyway, and then run around and just force yourself to be happy when you're not. It can work, and it looks real good from the outside. And I know I've done this many years throughout my life, so I know precisely what I'm talking about when it comes to that. If anyone who's lived a life of fake love, or I should say not even fake love, just a hollow, superficial thing, it's me. It's me. So anyways, the whole world is not gloom and doom. But if you're out there and you're hearing this and you're finding this path, and you know that even the polished people, that's what's really trippy. And you find it a lot in churches and religion. People who have nice teeth, nice cars and everything, they are caught up in that vengeful, victim, devious mentality that's masked with a good attitude. It sucks. And if you have found this, and you see this going on out there, and you see it going, first and foremost, if you see it going on in your own heart, and you know that that's the only place you can work on, that the battle is not out there, it's in here. And if you know that that's it, then hey, you're not alone. But when you talk about these things, no, these things ain't going to get a million bazillion views on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. You know why? Because people live in the shallows. They're stuck in the shallows. They're addicted to the shallow relationships that are hollow. They're addicted to feeding on that. That's what I was most of my life. And they don't want to hear anything that has any depth. Why? Because it hurts. And when it hurts, it comes out as hate and anger. It doesn't come out as tears. And they don't know how to change it. Anyways, the world's not all gloom and doom. I need to get off this and fight the good fight, which is no fight at all. Anyways, have a good one. See you in the funny papers.